Another mukbang. Oh, clean my camera. Oh, smudgy. It's smudgy. Anyway, y'all. If you're new to the leftover family or this fitness family, I used to be leftover, so I'm still stuck on that. Okay, make sure you press the thumbs up button. Make sure you subscribe so you can get notified each and every time I go live. And let's get into it, y'all. So today I'm eating some Dos Amigos. It's a bowl. It has rice, beans, steak, sirloin steak, pico, and some onions, and some sour cream, y'all. This is from a restaurant that's locally in my shopping center called Dos Amigos. They're really good. They're kind of like Chipotle, but like mom and pop family owned, a little fresher, you know. The ingredients are fresh. The meat's fresh. But y'all, so I'm gonna start eating, but for those of y'all who see this on the repeat again, I just want to know, how do you tell if somebody's gay in the gym, right? Because here lately I've been going to the gym and I've been having like men just staring at me, and it's been men that are currently working out with females. So I'm like, are you looking at me because you think I'm attractive, or are you looking at me because you think I'm fit, or you think because of my technique? Well, which one is it? And I'm afraid to approach, because there was one guy with me yesterday. He was so attractive, but he was with a woman. They're working out together, and I almost approached. I'm like, don't. He may not be that, or he may be DL. What y'all think? Anyway, y'all get the my steak film. Y'all get the first bite. I love a good bowl. It's too hot out. Just smash that thumbs up button, please. And for the drink, I got some water with creatine. Hi, Katie. How you doing? Where are you from? So I currently live in Florida. I'm doing good today. How you doing? You're my favorite gay YouTuber. Oh, okay. How about your favorite YouTuber? Thank you, Heartbreaker. How you doing? I am fine. Enjoy your meal. Thank you. I'll try. But I don't look for food for taste. So I enjoy every meal, whether it tastes good or not. Food is for survival. You're gay. Gayer than a $2 bill. From Pakistan, hi. What's up, fish? Yes. Well, hi from Turkey, Katie, from Turkey. How's the weather over there? Like, I've never traveled outside the U.S., you guys, but this year I say that's my plan. That's my mission. That's what I'm going to do. Travel outside the U.S. So I'm going next month to get my passport. Cold. I'm eating a bowl that has rice, beans, pico, some onions, and some steak. And some sour cream. Is everybody from Turkey in here? What time is it there? Right now, 1:46 p.m. I get off work at 2. And then from here, I'm going straight to the gym because it's chest day. It's chest day, y'all. Food looks good. It's delicious. Hi, Yolanda. How are you doing? You know what? Where is everybody from in here? I'm curious. I bet you love Naharin. What is it? Like, can you describe it for me? 10:47 a.m. Oh, you're in California for sure. Chicago. Hello, Mr. Speck. Mr. Spectate, are you in jail? Hell no. Why would I be in jail with a federal labor law thing behind me? I'm at work. I like it with lamb. That would probably be good with some lamb. Time step contributor. Show manners and quit smacking. I only show manners when I'm eating in public in front of people. If I'm eating alone, I'm going to smack my motherfucking ass off. I'm sorry. But if I'm eating at a restaurant or if I'm eating in front of people, I'm not smacking. But if the food is good and I'm alone, guess what? I'm gonna smack the fuck out of it. Everyone's watching. Everybody's not watching. And that's okay. If people are watching and are annoyed by the smacking, turn the channel. Scroll. It's a burrito bowl. There's no real name. It's the burrito bowl. That's it. How to become a mod? Well, you gotta support the stream and you gotta be here often. You know I don't. Ain't no booger in there. Would you rather be rich or happy? Rich? I'd rather be rich. I can find happiness in the richness. Name one person that's happy and poor. Who is happy right now and poor? But you don't see rich folk handing up their millions to be happy, do you? No. I'm very happy. Steak, beef. If your wife leaves you but buy another one, you're paying for ass. You're paying for people. Like that's borderline slavery. And then there's so many people out here who are looking or single. You're going to pay somebody? 35. That was your hug. You don't know. First of all, you don't know if I work for somebody or somebody else. Or if I work myself. I haven't told you anything. Up pretty young. You know what does it? When you work out, you age backwards. No lie. In one form or another. What? Yeah. People are in fitness usually look younger than what they really are. I'm happy and poor. Define poor. Any tips, calorie and protein meal or agenda? Like, are you asking for tips for a high protein diet or high protein, or just what I eat? Because if you're just wanting to know what you can do to lower the calorie intake but maximize your protein consumption, I would do like beef, bacon, 2 eggs, and have a couple of egg whites in the morning for breakfast with like toast or rice for your carbs. That's what I would do for breakfast. What's up, Pooh? Welcome back. Captain Crunch. Who is eating Captain Crunch? What's your job? I manage a gym. Damn it. Damn it. Yeah, like if you're gonna do, the best time to do a carbohydrate is in the morning or even afternoon, early afternoon. Yeah, because you have all day to burn it off. You don't want to eat a carb late at night. The only time you'll eat a carb late at night is if you're a type of person that wakes up at 5 a.m. to go to a gym, because the carbs are already in you, so that way when you wake up you can lift heavy, right? But if you're not a 5 a.m. person who's lifting heavy, you should not be eating carbs past 2 p.m. or try to minimize that. What do you know about turkey? Nothing. The only thing that I know about turkey is it's good with dressing. That's really it. I know nothing about the country. Oh my God, Lindsay, where you been, girl? Well, I almost took your mod access. I haven't seen Lindsay in a minute. I'm sorry. I hope you feel better. When do you stream? I want to be a mod. I stream almost every day. I don't have a certain time that I stream, so you guys really have to follow me and turn on the post notifications. That way you just notified. You, Pooh, it's you. No, it's a readable. Let me cut your hair. You get your license. Everybody have this shit. No shade, fish. So I was sick in January for 3 weeks. Mom was sick. All my employees have been sick. Should you work out if you're sick? Good question. Yes or no? right? There's certain things that you can do that when you shouldn't be at a public gym, right? And if you do, keep your distance as much as possible. Wipe and sanitize everything down. Is there a physical problem with you working out? No. And in fact, while I was sick, whenever I would go for a run, it opened my sinuses up. I'd be able to breathe. My chest wouldn't be so heavy. So it actually minimized the symptoms, right? That was during the time I was actually actively working out, right? When I would complete it, that's when I would feel like short of breath. I'd be extra tired because I've used all my energy for the workout, right? So if you do it in moderation, yeah. Stop smoking weed, bro. I'm not high. I'm at work. You see my eyes? If I was high, it'd be like this. Says, I want some money. Mr. Baker, no, we all want some money. Yeah. Thank you. If a person is going to send you something, they're not going to ask you if you want it. They're just going to do it. So by you asking, I know you're on bullshit. So, yeah, do not spam because my moms will politely get you the fuck up out of here real quickly. Okay, yes, please give it to me. You single if you're... Yes, I am single. I've been single for 6 years. It's just hard to date in South Florida. Everybody is fit. Everybody looks good, right? So everybody's looking for the best thing. A lot of people here in Florida have open relationships. And I'm talking about couples, married couples. So like, I was going to donate you $500. Well, you can always hit the Cash App. Cash App is $KENDEAVOR. But I doubt. I don't think you are. I think you're trolling right now. So I'm trying to get new jobs. Oh, you stopped smoking. You said you stopped smoking. Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you were telling me to stop smoking. Oh, that's why you've been on edge. Oh. No. Oh. Okay, so you stopped smoking for a job. When is the drug test? I hope it's in 60 days. I'm not doing shit what you say. No. You go live random? Oh, yeah, I do. It's random for real. Bro drinking whiskey. Oh, right. Happy late birthday. Oh, thank you, Lindsay. I thought he was asking me. Oh, I thought he was too, Fish. I thought he was too. I turned 35 this year. Yeah, 35, and I look like I'm 65. Y'all, I've been practicing. Okay, I've been practicing on my flexing, right? Tell me how this looks. Right, so I'm practicing. And I've learned you don't have to squeeze extra hard. I used to always squeeze extra hard. You don't have to squeeze extra hard. I'm learning. My next stage for this year is to compete. Like I want to compete in a local natural bodybuilding competition. That's the goal for this year. Oh, thank you, Fish. Oh, you know what though? Most men have longer eyelashes than women. I've noticed that too. And a lot of features that women wish they had, a lot of times men have those features. It's so weird, isn't it? How Mother Nature just goes, fuck you. Mother Nature goes, fuck you, I'm giving that to the man. My eyelashes long. Yeah, see? Happy 35th birthday. I remember when I turned 35. Keep your eyes on Christ. You'll be able to do all things. Keep your eyes on Christ. Okay, I hope you're not talking about your physical eyes, because your physical eyes cannot see spiritual things. The flesh cannot see it. So I hope you're not talking about physically seeing him. Keep physically your eyes on him, because and you don't have to. You're created the same way he was created. He came through not the same vaginal, but he came through the vaginal canal. It took him 9 months to get here. Oh, happy birthday. Yours was the 15th? Mine was the 5th. I believe there was a man who walked this earth named Jesus. And when he said he was the Son of God, the Son of Man, I believe that Christian nationals killed him and murdered him because they claimed it to be blasphemy. So they did not even believe that Jesus was the Son of Man or the Son of God. They didn't believe it because they killed him. But I don't like getting into that topic too much because it pisses people off, because people are like sheep. They cannot think for themselves sometimes. Not everybody. Do y'all really think about it? Nothing comes from the light. Everything comes from darkness. Birth starts in darkness. The baby has to open his eyes after it's born to see light. They're born into darkness. Darkness is not bad. We associate darkness with evil, but it's not, because you can't see it. And we're always afraid of what we cannot see, what we don't know, right? We are all children. All children. And that's what he was trying to show people. But the problem is you can't just tell people that, because they'll lose their mind or they'll think that you're crazy, right? Which a lot of people did. You have to show them through your actions or through the works, right? The Quran, I've heard that a lot. Because I've heard it gives you a better explanation. I mean, to be honest, Christianity is one of the newest religions, right? So the Quran, even Voodoo, right? That's all a spiritual worship. They're anyway, I don't like getting into it too much, but yeah. I just don't understand why people will take something that was written years ago for full face value. I'm not saying that book isn't useful or it doesn't have truth to it, because it does. But you have to dig deep enough to get past the bullshit and the shit that was changed or taken out to find it. And that's where most people are so lazy and they don't do the work for themselves. They rather sit in a church for 2 hours a week and let a man preach to them what he thinks the Bible is trying to say instead of getting their own understanding. And isn't that what the Bible says? Isn't that what Jesus talked about? And God talks about he wants you to get your own understanding, not someone else's understanding. Listen, I'm not trying to argue what come first, what come last, right? I don't. We all know Christians killed Jesus. You killed your Messiah. So, what the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck? Perfect, Tim. I agree with you, Tim. I like that. You're gonna come in here and state that I was wrong, but you don't drop proof. You don't drop proof. The people that's telling you that Jesus is the light, he's the way, he's the Son of God, are the same ones that killed him for saying it. Jewish. Why do they call them Jewish? Those wasn't the real Jews. Black people didn't kill Jesus. That's where like I say you need to read and get your own understanding and don't force your opinions and your beliefs on any person. Like I don't force any of this on any of y'all, right? This is my beliefs and what I've dug enough, what I've researched and gathered from my own understanding. Hold up. And the only people who are just gonna fight about, because do a hog reveal. What's a hog reveal? Jesus was never a Christian, exactly, because he was against organized religion. He was corrupt. He knew it was corrupt. He knew it. Christianity is a religion. It's an organized religion. It was formed for control and power and money and profit. Jesus knew it. Why y'all think he acted a fool at that Last Supper? Cut up, flipping tables. So you Muslim, I am spiritual. Jesus acted a fool. You know, Jesus went against the priests and the rabbis because what? They were trying to control. Like I just don't understand. You know, but I believe that Jesus walked this earth as a human. And I believe he came to awaken everybody. Because we were all asleep. We didn't understand. We didn't know. Before him, there was no... Do you know what I'm saying? So Jesus came as we all come. Through the canal, through the vaginal. Yeah, Mary probably wasn't a virgin. But, and y'all didn't, nobody would listen to him. Like, everybody's so hyped to say, oh, follow Jesus, he's the will, he's the light. But where was all this hype when he was being killed? When they drug him up on that mountain, or when he had carried his own cross up on that mountain, and then they hung him. He was black because they treated Jesus the same way they treat black people and every other people of color to this day. It's the proof's in the pudding. So if any person in here believes in Jesus and you have a picture of white Jesus hanging on your wall, you don't believe in the real Jesus. You're not following the real Jesus. We will speak against him. Yeah, and you're gonna. I want you to have. Oh no, I had a great birthday. It was great. I actually went to Key West. Yeah, it's even to this day. If you look at the churches now, they're passed down generation. Why? Because it's a way of building generational wealth. Because when the members, so if you have a church, you have a pastor, that pastor has a line of kids. Somebody in that line of kids will be a pastor. They will be a minister. They will be a deacon. Somebody in that line will, right? And then what happens is when the pastor is ready to retire, the son will step up in that same church and take over the congregation. Now, those people get old and die. Then what happens? That congregation has also had kids. That they instill the same thing that was instilled in them as kids, so that way their kids continually give them 10% of their money for fucking nothing. for nothing. Because God is omnipresent. He's everywhere in everything, right? He's in this bottle. I can touch him. I can drink God. He's in everything, right? So if he's in everything, why do I have to go sit at a church and give them 10% of my money to get too closer to God? Then when I need financial help and homeless, that same church won't give me a place to stay because they don't have it. Like, there's a lot of tax-free, right? Tax the motherfucking church. Excuse my language, y'all. Tax the church. Tax the fucking church. Why not? God is in carbs. Ah, that's the devil. Well, you know what? Okay. Who in here thinks the devil and God is two different people? Who in here thinks God and the devil are the same people or different people? Okay, so there's two separate entities. So let's look at it as God and devil are two separately, right? And if the creator created everything, good, evil, bad, happy, he created it, right? Why can't he take out his own creation? And why would he create something knowingly to know that it's going to fuck people up? It's going to hurt people. Because we're his creation too. So why would he do that? And keep in mind, he's all knowing. He knew the outcome before it was going to happen. That's not free will. Is that? He knows the outcome. If you have a child, and if I had a child, and let's say I locked him in this room, shut the door, right? I know the outcome, what's gonna happen, right? They either gonna sit there and whine, or they're gonna try to get the fuck out or beat on the door the whole time, right? But let's just say I step it up. I put in a devil, right? I put in a real vicious motherfucking dog in there, right? Open it up. Throw a dog in there. I already know that dog gonna kill the child. But I want to get that child free will to see if he escape. What? You playing us like a fucking video game? Oh, guys, if that is the true and accurate creator that you know, your creator that you know, He's playing you like a game. And if that's the case, does he really love you? Because you can still have free will without torture. I don't have to put that child in here. I can keep that door open. I can put the child in there, keep the door open, and then let the child decide to stay in there or walk out. That's free will. But if I shut the door, I no longer give that child a way out. That's not free will. That child is stuck in there, right or wrong. That child is stuck in there. That's not free will. By your definition of free will, what's he talking about? You zesty. So you say yes. No. Lean on to. No, I always do. The Chopped, I always do. That's why, like, I don't talk. I like talking about religion or spiritual because it's such a personal thing, and your spiritual journey should be between you and the Creator. Nobody fucking else. Why? Because nobody gives a fuck. It doesn't affect nobody else. My relationship with God has no effect over you, your family, or your relationship with Him either. But people always get online, want to talk, want to spread the same false narrative that's been spread for years. Just like they told you the earth was round, a sphere that doesn't make sense. Because like that goes against every law of physics because of the fact that water can't sit on the outside of a fucking ball. Like, make it make sense. What are your thoughts on, what is that? And Trump, LOL. Someone locked us in the closet with him, I think. Like, just imagine having free will, but you stuck in this office. You can't leave this office. Is that really, truly free will? Right. Okay, so what you're saying is the gravity is pulling all the water into the earth, right? So it's attaching itself to the land. So you're saying it's a round ball with holes, and those holes are filled with water, correct? Because of the gravity at the center of the earth pulling the water up, sideways, and down, right? It's pulling all directions, right? If that's the case, why isn't there water at the center core of the earth? Why is there allegedly magma and rock? Why is there oceans or lakes under oceans, underwater caves? If gravity was so powerful and strong, wouldn't that affect the underwater lakes? I'm not saying you're right. I'm not saying you're wrong. All I'm saying, think outside the box. Think outside the box and ask yourself, based on what you know, the physical proof that you know, what? Right. The density of water. But like if you're referring to gravity, does not know density. It's going to pull anything. Gravity doesn't care if it's this or this. Gravity still affects it. Gravity will still pull that water all into one place together. It wouldn't be spread all out and separated by pockets of air. There's air pockets that separate water underground. I don't know, y'all. And I get so animated with this stuff because it's like, it's so many questions to things. Like, where's, we don't have the answers. You'll never get the answers. I don't think the earth is flat. Absolutely not. It's impossible for it to be flat like this and for it to hold water, right? You got to be smart about it. When I say earth is flat, I don't mean flat. It's a basin. So water, hear me out. When you look at water, okay? What shape is water, right? That's not flat, is it? That's not flat, is it? That's what? That's round. Now, take that little physics, because that's a law right there. If I pour it outside, it don't matter where I pour it at, it's going to lump up like that. So water molecules are what? Round, right? Therefore, if water is everywhere in the atmosphere, on the earth, under the earth, right? If we go to space and we look back, we're looking through a round lens. Water acts as like a lens. And if it's round, anything that you look through that lens will appear to be round. Condensation, precipitation, all that stuff that you learn in school, when the water evaporates into the air, why isn't gravity pulling that back down to the earth? Because as we say, gravity affects everything. Right? Shut the fuck up. All I did was pour it. Right? So I think because we're looking at the earth through water, it appears to be round. Have you ever went underwater and opened your eyes and looked? It looks round. It looks rounded underwater. Think about it. I do not want to hear textbook stuff that you learned in school. I want everybody to think outside the box and think about actual physical evidence. Don't talk about shit you can't see, right? And I'm not being mean. I'm sorry if I come off that way, y'all. That's how I just talk, y'all. It's really not being mean. But don't talk about anything that you read from textbooks. Why? Because they also put in those same raggedy ass textbooks that slavery didn't happen or it wasn't a bad thing for black people. What the fuck are you talking about? Them same raggedy ass books in your school have conflicting information about the past and about America's history too as well. So you can't say that that's gold. You have to know. You can only say the proof that you know because you've seen it physically. Or you've lived through it, you know what I'm saying? Think outside the sphere. The sphere. No, y'all remember that. No. That was a real big thing a few years ago because they were changing textbooks to say that. Thank you. They also say that they brought a bunch of black people on a ship from Africa, which is a fucking lie. Christopher Columbus never went to Africa and got black people, they would have killed his white ass on the fucking on the beach, right? That's why they took them from the Spaniards. Spain had slaves first, right? Pirates. Christopher Columbus was a pirate. They got kicked out of England, of the UK. EAU. They were pirates, serving the sea, trying to find somewhere to live. Some shit to take. They took people. Your textbooks don't say that. Your textbooks say that Christopher Columbus or whoever it was traveled back and forth between Africa and the U.S. stealing people or getting people. I mean, are you from the UK? No. But I want to go to UK so bad. I want to go to UK so bad. I watched so many pornos from the UK when I was younger and had so many hot men. I'm like, oh, the UK's got some fun. And they got my type of men that I like. They traded for some. No, they kidnapped people from Spain. The Spaniards. Y'all wonder why some Hispanics or some Spanish. What color are Spaniards? What color is people from Spain? Who do they look like the most? No, it's not made up. Google's free. Toasted Caucasian is this crazy word. Chop, that's nasty word for you to say that. That's nasty work. I ain't never heard nobody use that. I thought that bottle was closed. I thought I closed the lid on that. Guess I didn't. Yikes. Caucasian. There you go. Go. Isn't it sad? Isn't it funny how no country stood up for African Americans, or AKA black people? But when another country is in need now, whether it be an Arab, somebody's defending them. Look at Russia and Ukraine, for example. Germany. Nobody helps black people. Oh, okay, I'm not gonna say nobody. No country. Oh, except for France. No, I'm sorry. France didn't help them. France stole their ability to stand up for themselves by monopolizing their fucking money and having complete control and printing their money for them and then charging them to print their money. France used them. France used Africa. Anyway, but y'all don't want to talk about that because France is like so luxury. Y'all don't want to talk about that. Anyway, y'all. I just want every person to know that regardless of the history of the past, I love every individual equally. I only talk about this every once in a while when people bring shit up like this, or just to talk about every once in a while, because it's good to know the past, right? Because the history repeats itself as it's doing right now in this current, situation, right? It's repeating itself, right? So, but yeah. But I'm not like most people. Like you'll never hear me say, "Oh, you did this to me, so I want this." That. No, I don't believe I'm owed anything. But I do think that black people as a whole should have been compensated, even though we all know there's no way to financially compensate for murder, rape, torture, and labor, unpaid wages. You work out? Yeah. So I manage a gym. Look. What's up? But I have friends that I feel like a racist. Let me shut up. Yeah, but yes. Yeah, me too. Oh yeah, me too. Fish, me too. The only people who do not think that black people were entitled to reparations, no shade, are racist white people. Right? So again, I feel like I have to clarify this. I'm not saying white people are racist, right? What I'm saying is that the white people that are racist are the only ones against it. And if you're against it, but you say, "Oh, I'm not racist," yeah, you are. You have an unbiased racism to black people. Unconscious. It's taught. It's not your fault. You were taught that. You are taught that black people are not owed that. You are taught that black people don't deserve payment for building this country from the ground up. Where's your friend that went to the... Oh, she's at home. She is so excited today. I got her a promotion to senior sales associate. So I let her go home early so she can go celebrate. The Diamond Gym? No. What is that? You know what? If it wasn't for black people in slavery and everything else, we would not have this. You wouldn't have that. You wouldn't have a lot of shit. The web. Wow. And then we hear Trump get online or get on TV talk about some America invented everything. Yeah, America did, but Black America did a lot of it that they don't give the kudos for. But then they look, not everybody, but some people look at black people as like, even still to this day, look at black people as less than. Like, I hate when I'm on like Instagram and I see like I see something that talks about like a shooting or like a murder or a fight and it's black people that are involved, because the amount of racist white people in the comments saying foul shit just because it's black people is sickening, because the same thing could happen with white people or Hispanic and you won't get the same thing. Hispanics, yeah, they kind of get the thing, boy, or shouldn't make the country type situation, right? But that's what I'm saying. It's that shit right there that pisses me off. But it's not everybody. Again, it's only a select few. Which Lucas? Wait, what? Coach keep on what? Hi, Abe. Oh, yeah, hold on 1 second, y'all. If y'all in the gym and you not taking this, what the fuck are you doing? All right, y'all. I'm about to bounce up out of her. It's getting hot in here. You take creatine, fish, what? Yes. Nice hanging out with you, but I have to go. Yeah, me too, y'all. I gotta go, y'all. Have a great day. I'm on my way to the gym. Always remember, stay blessed, stay positive, stay motivated. Stick to those New Year's resolutions. If you need help starting your fitness journey, go ahead, subscribe. Go ahead and join the members. Join. We do have a membership base over here for $2.99. So again, I will start doing my live streams at least 2 times a week as of March the 1st. I haven't picked the days I'm gonna do it, but 2 days a week for sure. 1 weekend, 1 weekday. But it will be a members only live stream, so you guys can get direct access and we can talk about things and not get thrown off with religion and other bullshit that's not important, right? But again, I'm from Florida. But anyway, I'll see y'all guys in the next stream. Bye.